Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. If you see the last video, we had a bit of a problem with Santa Pod. We spat the clutch out.
Oh no! Oh no! Bugger.
Not good, so we're going to have to try and fix it. Could be interesting, so we'll get cracking on that. First of all, we'll go take off the battery, I believe. Right guys, we've got the battery disconnected. Next up, we'll start with taking off the gear selector. Let's remove the gear selector. It's just two 30mm screw bolts. M8s, I believe. 30mm head, we'll just whip them out. Then we can pull off the gate. Give us a little bit of room for when we need to pull the gearbox off. We have it, last screw come out, pull it up. Just place that down there out of the way. We need some screwdrivers to take off the rest of the gate. Right, we'll just whip these screws out of there. Right, move that. Sits up the gearbox now. Right guys, as you can see, we need to get down here some gearbox mounts, but we've got this heat shield in the way, so we'll just whip this off quickly. That gives us a bit of access then. Yeah, you know, washers to drop. It's down there, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's one of the gearbox bolts. There's two of the gearbox bolts we've got to get undone. Alright guys, as you can see down here, these bolts are a bit of a pain to get at, but we've managed to get a ratchet on it. So hopefully they're not going to be too difficult to get out. Hopefully we can get that out of our fingers now. Here it is. The first bolt out. Right guys, there it is. There's the second bolt ready to come out, and what a pain that one was to get at. It's just finger tight and it'll come out relatively easy. But getting it cracked off wasn't. There we are, bolt number 2. Only another 6 or 7 goes. Right, there we are guys, we've got the front nicely up in the air, sitting on axle stands. Time to move on and do the back. Right then guys, time to get the back end up in the air, then hopefully pull the prop shaft off. Right then guys, as you can see, it's all nicely jacked up. Time to get the prop shaft out of the way, and then drain the gearbox oil as well. Otherwise that'll be over the garage floor. Right then guys, just get these last few bolts out of this prop shaft. We can drop that out of the way. Use the auger, don't you? Great. Prop and shaft can come out now. Here we are. Prop shaft's dropping off. Pull the other end out the gearbox, job done. Oil going everywhere. Think we caught that in time. Guess we'll drain the gearbox oil next then. Here we are guys, we'll try and get the oil plug out of the gearbox, get that draining down. Hopefully don't get covered in gearbox oil, because it stinks. I'm going to get it in that pot, what do you reckon? I think it's going to make a mess. I'm making a mess of that. Ugh, made a mess. Right then guys, next up we're going to have to whip these 3 bolts out here, get the starter and motor removed. And then we hopefully can get the rest of the bolts up under here. Take the clutch cable out, pull the gearbox off. There we have the starter motor. Here we are, we see the clutch cable up there, I've pulled it out. Clutch cable is out. Right guys, we've also got to remove the speedo cable from the gearbox. It's just a circlip holds that in. I've already pulled the circlip off and the rest of it should just pull out now. Yeah, that's that removed. Next up, 4 more gearbox bolts. Oh sorry, 2 gearbox bolts in the engine and the cradle plate here, and then we should be able to drop him out. Here we are guys, we've finally got the gearbox off. We can get in the clutch. Only problem is, it's not the clutch that's the problem, it's the gearbox. Should have been making that noise. Can only mean one thing, straight cut gears, here we come.